Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TF North High School in Calumet City, Illinois. It's the TF South Rebels against the TF North Meteors. Varsity girls action, and the tip goes to the Meteors. Number 21, Ariana Jones into the front court. Now the ball swings to Remea Bowen. Shot went up, blocked, and pulled down by the Rebels. Now stolen away by the Meteors. Number 15, Jessica Tate. Her putback was long, and the rebound results in a jump ball. Possession to the Rebels under the direction of head coach Tim Russell. North comes out in a press and immediately creates a turnover, double dribble violation against number 12, Jabaria Miller of the Rebels, and the Meteors will inbound. Nice inbounds play. Long pass to number 21, Ariana Jones. She gives the Meteors an early 2-0 lead. Again, the press now for the Meteors. Rebels having some trouble, but they break the timeline. Now they're in the front court. Number 15 for the Rebels. That's Katira Wilson, and her layup ties it up at 2. Rebels man-to-man defense here early in the first quarter. Tate for the Meteors swings the ball to number 21, Jones. She drives baseline, but she traveled, and the Rebels will take over. That's Deja Powell into the front court, gives it to Katira Wilson. Shot is long, and the rebound taken down by Ariana Jones for the Meteors. Pushes the ball into the front court. Swings it to Bowman. Now Sylvia Hunter-Smith working against 2 defenders. Kind of a lazy pass there, and it's intercepted by the Rebels, and they start back the other direction. They lose control, and Hunter-Smith now for the Meteors into the front court. She had Tate open, but Tate couldn't maintain the handle. Now the ball is stolen away again. The Meteors take it to the basket. Shot by Bowman is way off the mark, and the Rebels come the other way. Long pass ahead. They get it inside to the Rebels do Lindsay Hodges. She scores the bucket, and the Rebels lead 4-2. Now Bowman for the Meteors brings it up. She's guarded by Katira Wilson for the Rebels. Now Jones inside again to Tate, who gets it to number 25, Hunter-Smith, takes it to the basket and scores. Knotted up at 4 here early in the first. Rebels push to the front court. Number 15, Wilson. Tried to get it to Hodges, far side. It was knocked out of bounds. Rebels will bring it in. Jabaria Miller gets it right immediately to Powell, who puts it up and score the basket. Powell with the good take. She's rewarded with the basket, and she'll head to the line. Check that, number 3, Torrin Parks with the basket. And now she puts up the free throw just off the mark. Knocked out of bounds by the Meteors. Rebels still get it. Wilson inside to Hodges. That was long. And the Rebels have it again. Miller looking, now throws it into the front court. Wilson swings it to Parks now. Parks had some trouble, but off the ball we have a foul. The Rebels again to inbound. This time it's Ellis inbounding the ball for the Rebels. It gets away, and now the Meteors start back. Ariana Jones for the Meteors has her dribble knocked out of bounds. Meteors still have possession. From the corner, it's Sydney Graham. Her shot is short. Rebound goes off of Jones, and it goes to the Rebels. 6-4 here, TF South early in the first. Great pass by Wilson inside to Hodges, missed the layup, knocked out of bounds. South on the inbounds pass. And that is Katira Wilson for 3. The 3-point field goal gives South a 9-4 lead. Now the Meteors front court. Bowman in some trouble, got it inside. That's Gibson for the Meteors now. I'm sorry, that's Sylvia Hunter-Smith. And her shot from the corner actually sticks inside the rim. That's a jump ball. And the possession arrow goes to the Meteors. The inbounds pass to Graham for the Meteors. She stepped out of the sideline, stepped out of bounds, and now the Rebels will take over. Torrin Parks into the front court, had it poked away by Bowman. Now Parks for the Rebels, top of the key. She drives, and on the way in, she was fouled. Should be a non-shooting foul, and the Rebels will inbound. Some early foul trouble here for the Meteors pretty quickly. Only 4 minutes gone in the first, and they are getting close to the bonus. Delay a game violation against the Rebels. Now the Meteors will start back the other way. Ariana Jones gets it inside to Hunter-Smith. She turns to the basket, and on the way up, she's fouled by Lindsay Hodges. That'll send Hunter-Smith to the line for 2, looking to cut into a Rebel 9-4 lead. First free throw on the way, and it's good. Nice form by Hunter-Smith there, taking her time, eyeing the basket, using all of the 10 seconds she has. Big deep breath, second one on the way. It's a bit long, and the rebound pulled down by the Rebels. They push the ball up the floor in a hurry. Parks takes it to the basket and scores. Good push up the floor there as the Rebels got behind the Meteor defense. And with 3:25 left in the first quarter, the Rebels lead 11-5. After the timeout, Jones brings it up for the Meteors. Guarded there by Ellis. Hunter-Smith now tied up and stripped away by Lindsay Hodges. She pushes the ball up the floor to McAfee for the Rebels, and now she turns it over. Ariana Jones for the Meteors to the basket and didn't get it. Rebound is fought for, and a jump ball is awarded to the Rebels. Had some trouble with the press early on. They've been breaking it more quickly here, and now they have trouble again. Jones to the basket. Take that back. That was Ogunbowale for the Meteors. After the steal, she will shoot 2. First one's good. 11-6 TF South. Second free throw on the way long, and the rebound is controlled by the Rebels. Powell pushes the ball up the floor, gets it to Wilson. Wilson swings it to Parks' far side, leaves it for Hodges from the free throw line, and she hit the jumper. It's good. Timeout Meteors, and after the timeout, they bring the ball up the floor down 7. Ogunbowale for the Meteors kicks it to the far side. That was Graham. Her shot was off the mark. Rebels come down with the rebound, and now they look to push again. Torrin Parks swings it to Janila Ellis. Ellis now. Great ball fake there by the Rebels. Little pull-up jumper, and it is good. Great ball fake on the far side, and leads to an easy basket for the Rebels, and they now lead their biggest lead of the game by 9. Ogunbowale for the Meteors takes it to the basket. Her layup no good, pulled down by Hodges for the Rebels. She looked to push the ball up the floor, was trying to get it to Torrin Parks, but the pass was too long. Minute and a half left first quarter. Meteors down 9. Ogunbowale for the Meteors. Gets it to number 15, Tate. Her jumper is short. Hodges pulled the rebound down, and she's fouled. South with the inbounds pass, taken away, stolen by Ariana Jones. Tried to feed it to Tate. It was stolen away again. But the Meteors have it. Hunter Smith on the inbound. Her pass is stolen by Torrin Parks. Parks pushes it up the floor. Layup was actually underneath the basket. That was no good. And now back the other way for TF North. That's Ogunbowale from a crazy angle scored. And now steal the ball back. TF North, 3-on-4 into the front court. Pull-up jumper by Graham is short. The rebound is long. And Jones's rebound is also off the mark. And now we have a jump ball, and possession goes to the Meteors. Looking to inbound, almost stepped out of the line, and now we have another jump ball. We'll go the other way with the Rebels getting possession. TF South still facing the press. They get the ball into Parks, under a minute to play. Parks to Hodges. She takes it to the basket. It's blocked by Hunter Smith. Now Ariana Jones beats the press, kicks it into the corner, and the shot by Graham is off the mark. Hodges again, long for Parks, who takes it to the basket, and she is fouled. Fast-paced play here in the second half of the first quarter. And Torrin Parks is at the line, shooting 2. The first one is perfect. 16-8 Rebels. As we wind down this first quarter of play. Second free throw by Parks, off the mark. Rebounded by Hunter Smith, but it's stolen away by Hodges. Gets it to number 24, that's Kyla Johnson. Johnson with the quick inbounds pass. Layup's no good. A fight for the ball, and we've got another jump ball. This time it goes to the Meteors. Bowman for the Meteors brings it up. She's going to take it to the basket. Lost control of the dribble, and it goes out of bounds. Rebel ball. 6 seconds left. And as I mentioned earlier, the Meteors with some foul trouble. South already in the bonus here. We're not even at the end of the first quarter. Parks will be shooting 1-and-1. First one is good, and it's 17-8 TF South. Parks eyes it up. Second one on the way, and it's good as well. 10-point lead for the Rebels. They put some pressure on. See if North can get a shot away. Here's a half-court effort. Comes up a little bit short. We've played one here at TF North. 16-8. Make that 18-8 Rebels. Second quarter underway. TF South inbounding, going left to right. Number 24, Johnson for the Rebels. Has nowhere to go. Gives it to Ellis. Gets it inside for a layup that's missed. Parks now gets the rebound. Kicks it back out. It goes to Kyla Johnson. Oh, rimming, no. Rebound. Put up by Pope. That was also off the mark, but the ball stays with the Rebels. Here's Powell in the lane. Kicks it to Hodges, who pulls it back out. Lindsey Hodges now gets it to the top. Powell swings it to Parks. And before she dribbled, Torrin Parks traveled. Meteor ball. North really looking to set some kind of an offensive presence here. The baskets they've scored have been in transition. Now they look to take it in there. Good pass, actually, but the other player left the screen, her teammate, and so it's Ellis back for the Rebels, taking it to the basket, and she is fouled. That'll send number 11, Janila Ellis, to the line. First free throw on the way, a bit long. 18-8, TF South. We're just about a minute in here in the second quarter of play. Ellis' second free throw also off the mark and pulled down by Ogunbowale for the Meteors. She looks ahead. Great pass, actually, to number 21, Jones. And after Jones' missed layup, Hunter Smith got the rebound for the Meteors. She will now step to the line and shoot two. First one on the way, off the mark. Now Hunter Smith looking for the second one, hopefully to go in. It's up and also long, but the rebound is pulled down by the Meteors. Hunter Smith swings it to Graham. Her jump shot is long, and the rebound is pulled down by Parks for the Meteors. Gets it to Deja Powell, pushing the ball up the floor, chased by three defenders. Ellis a bit out of control, but sets up Pope nicely for the jump shot. It's short. Pope steals it away, and now it's taken away by the Meteors' Hunter Smith. She gets it to Bowman. Now Ogunbowale for the Meteors. Goes far side to Graham. Graham looking to get the ball inside. Here's Hunter Smith with the jump shot, falls short. Rebound goes to the Meteors. And a three-pointer by Ramaya Bowman is good. Long rebound kick right to Bowman, and she banked in the three-pointer. It's 18-11, TF South. Now the Rebels back right away. Pope kicks it into the corner to Ellis. Ellis swings it to Deja Powell, far side. Gets it to Kyla Johnson. Now back to Ellis for three, and it is long. And the rebound comes to Ramaya Bowman for the Meteors. 18-11 with 5.5 to go in the first half. Great pass by Bowman inside to Hunter Smith. The little turnaround jumper is good. And a 5-0 run for the Meteors makes it 18-13 with 5:21 left in the half. Now the Rebels still facing that Meteor press. They break it pretty easily. Here's Ellis behind her back. Swings it to Hodges. Hodges kicks it back to Ellis. Now top of the key, Deja Powell. Powell plays catch with Ellis, but we've got a violation off the ball, and the Meteors have control. Tough pass there is stolen away, and now number 15, Katira Wilson for the Rebels. Gets it to Parks. Little short jumper by the Rebels is off the mark. Pulled down by Hunter Smith. Sylvia Hunter Smith for the Meteors into the front court. She's harassed by Torrin Parks. Gets it to Ramaya Bowman now. Everyone clears out. Bowman to Hunter Smith. Looking for help, can't find anybody. Kicks it back to Bowman for the long three, and it is off the mark. Pulled down by Torrin Parks for the Rebels. She looks ahead to Katira Wilson. Wilson takes it to the basket. No good, and pulled down by the Meteors. Sylvia Hunter Smith now working her way back. Looking for someone to help her. Now she's got it in Ramaya Bowman. Gets it to Sydney Graham, a little give and go with Ogunbowale, and the layup is off the mark, and now Rebels back the other way. Good lead pass for Parks. Gives it to Pope, whose shot is short, and the rebound is blocked. Now Torrin Parks harassing the Meteors, but they're able to hang on. Sylvia Hunter Smith takes it to the basket, and her little layup is good. And we've got ourselves a 3-point game at 18-15. Now it's Ellis for the Rebels into the front court. Looks to Torrin Parks for three, and it's short. Out of bounds, and the Meteors will get it. 3:14 left, first half. TF South 18, the Meteors 15. Rabiah Bowman for the Meteors. Looks for Hunter Smith inside. Great lead pass. Hunter Smith, great catch and shot. The basket is good. And what was a 10-point Rebel lead is down to 1. Deja Powell now for the Rebels into the front court. She takes it to the basket. Little pull-up jumper is long. Pulled down by Ogunbowale. Ogunbowale looking to go the length of the court. Guarded by Parks. Finds Hunter Smith for the pull-up jumper. In and out, no good. And the Rebels go back quickly the other way. Torrin Parks slows it down a little bit now. Swings it to Janila Ellis. Back to Parks' far side. Now Deja Powell works into the elbow. Pull-up jumper. No. Rebound pulled down by Ellis. Here's Katera Wilson for three. That's off the mark. Parks tried to take it to the basket, and she is fouled. Rebels a little cold from the field right now. See if Parks can put them on the board for the first time in a while. That free throw way off the mark. 18-17, TF South. Just over 2 minutes left in the half, and Torrin Parks has one more free throw. It's on the way and good. And 19-17, Rebel lead. Now they come full court press against the Meteors. Leads to a turnover. Now a great pass inside to Torrin Parks. She's going to pull back for three. It's off the mark. And taken down by the Meteors. They push to the front court. Number 5, Ogunbowale, couldn't handle the short pass from her teammate. And the Rebels take over with a 2-point lead. Janila Ellis into the front court. She looks to Hodges. Nice bounce pass inside. The layup is no good. Rebounded by Wilson. And the ball is turned over to the Meteors. Rebels stay with the full court press. And the inbounds pass knocked out of bounds by the Rebels. Still Meteor ball. Hunter Smith for the Meteors. Kicks it to Ogunbowale. She takes it to the far side. Now into the corner. Pull-up jumper by Graham is no good. And now the Rebels start back the other way. Taking it to the basket was Torrin Parks. She was fouled. And with just under a minute to play, Torrin Parks will shoot two. First one short. Both teams playing at a fast pace. A lot of people hunched over looking for air. Second one's good, 20-17 TF South. Now the Meteors barely get it in before the 5-second count. And now into the front court is Ogunbowale. She pulls up with the jump shot. It is off the rim, off the backboard, and in. Great bounce there. And it's 20-19. And now the Rebels turn it over, so TF North with a chance to take their first lead. Elise Roper for the Meteors. Looking. Almost taken away by the Rebels, and now here's a pull-up jumper instead by the Meteors is long. Rebound is good. That's Ariana Jones, and now the Meteors steal again. Hunter Smith, she has the ball taken away. And now 3 Rebels are in front of the Meteor defense. And Torrin Parks with the easy layup. And now she steals the inbounds pass and puts it back in. A quick 2 baskets for the Rebels, and they lead 24-21. And now the Meteors turn it over on the inbounds pass, and the Rebels with a chance for 3 quick baskets here to close out this half. Into the corner, that's Katira Wilson for 3, and it is good. A late run by the Rebels, and they lead 27-21 at the half. Second half play here from TF North High School in Calumet City. The Lady Rebels of TF South lead the Meteors 27-21. A 7-0 run at the end of the first half for the Rebels gave them the lead going into the locker room. And now they push the ball inside to Hodges. Looked like she was fouled, no call, and it's right back the other way for Ariana Jones. Her shot is blocked. And the Meteors step out of bounds, Rebel ball. Katira Wilson for the Rebels gets it to Torrin Parks. They play pitch and catch. Get it over the timeline. And now here's Deja Powell for the Rebels. Pull-up jumper, ribbing no. Taken down by Hunter Smith for the Meteors. She's harassed. Turns it over to Lindsay Hodges. Her turnaround jumper is off the mark, but pulled down by Wilson. Now Deja Powell right on the 3-point line. It's short. Meteor ball. Sylvia Hunter-Smith for the Meteors brings it into the front court. She's harassed by Deja Powell. Now pulls it back out. Jones for the Meteors, top of the key. Guarded by Parks. Parks doing a good job on her, and she takes away the basketball. Now Torrin Parks into a double team. Is able to escape. She drives to the basket. Little layup. No. Rimming and pulled down by the Meteors. That's Ramaya Bowman bringing it the other way. Takes it to the basket, and that is rejected by Deja Powell. Knocked out of bounds to the Meteors. Ariana Jones to Hunter Smith. Her pull-up jumper off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Sydney Graham. Her shot, no good. Aggressive rebound pulled down by the Rebels. Parks was able to stay in bounds. Gets it to Wilson. Wilson now into a double team in the corner. And ball went off of her and to the Meteors. 27-21 TF South here, early third quarter. And Sydney Graham got caught up with the double team, and she traveled. So now the Rebels a 6-point lead, and Torrin Parks brings it into the front court. Nice pass to Hodges, free throw line jumper, no good. Stolen away from Graham. And Graham, a little too aggressive, leads to a Meteor foul. TF South, the lead in the ball. Torrin Parks, far side, looks to set up the offense. Works on the sideline, Deja Powell. Gets it inside the Hodges, turnaround jumper, and she is fouled. Number 20, Lindsay Hodges, 5'11" freshman, will step to the line. First shot, got the bounce. It's good, and it's 28-21 Rebels. Second one on the way, it's also good. And the Rebels have increased their lead back to 8 at 29-21. They continue with the press, leads to another turnover. Parks tried to force a shot. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass. Either way, it went out of bounds, and it's awarded to the Meteors. Ariana Jones, guarded by Powell. Gets it to Hunter Smith. She goes into a double team, but is able to break it. To Graham on the far side. Graham, she's double teamed and harassed, taken away by Parks. Here's Torrin Parks, the length of the floor, lays it up, it's good. And she was fouled. Torrin Parks with the steal. Length of the court layup, and now one free throw is short. Rebounded by Powell, who tries the layup, and she's fouled by Sylvia Hunter-Smith, and that'll send Deja Powell to the line. A lot of offensive rebounds for the Rebels in this contest. Able to get angles or be able to cut inside the Meteor defenders, leading to some second chance points. First free throw by Powell is off the mark. Second one on the way, and it is also long. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by the Rebels. Since they went to the press, they've been giving the Meteors some fits. Really kind of went to it late in the second quarter. It's given the TF North guards some problem, and there's another steal right there. No foul call there. Now as the Meteors look to advance it into the front court, it's knocked out of bounds off TF North, and the Rebels have the ball. Meteor guards having trouble with the press. TF South able to create a lot of turnovers and pressure. There's a turnover for the Meteors, and taking it to the basket is Ogunbowale. Shot was no good, but she will head to the line to shoot two. First one on the way, long. Second one coming. 31-21. TF South, third quarter. Second free throw on the way for Ogunbowale is way long. Great effort by Ogunbowale there to try and save it, or check that Hunter-Smith. But she landed on the out-of-bounds line, and the Rebels have the ball. Janila Ellis for the Rebels. In some trouble, swings it across to Powell. Powell gets over the timeline. And it's knocked out of bounds by the Meteors. Deja Powell for the Rebels in the front court, guarded by Ogunbowale. She gets it to Torrin Parks. Three-point field goal. Had a good look, but it was short. And now the Rebels start back. Ariana Jones looked like she was going to take it to the basket, kind of pulled up a little bit. And that allowed her dribble to be knocked out of bounds. The Meteors still have it. Number 25, Hunter-Smith, is fouled, and the Meteors will inbound again. Good inbounds past Ariana Jones. Her little layup is good. 31-23 Rebels. Now the full court press again from the Meteors. And a foul there on TF North as the defender was late getting over. So the Rebels an 8-point lead and the ball. Torrin Parks works against Ariana Jones. Now Deja Powell, top of the key. Gives it up to Katira Wilson. Wilson now tried to get it to Jabira Miller. The exchange was bad, and Miller stepped out of bounds. Meteor ball. Good inside pass to Ariana Jones. Her layup no good. Rebound is fought for and pulled down by Torrin Parks for the Rebels. Parks gives it to Deja Powell. Pull-up jumper, way off the mark. Parks tried to save it, and instead the Meteors have it. Here's Ogunbowale. She's going the length of the floor, takes it to the basket, and on the way up, she's fouled by Lindsay Hodges. So with 3 minutes left in the third quarter, Grace Ogunbowale will head to the line to shoot two and look to cut into a Rebel 31-23 lead. Ogunbowale, first free throw on the way and good. Substitutions for the Rebels as they look to their bench. Number 24, Kyla Johnson, and number 23, Norris Pope enter the ballgame. One shot left for Ogunbowale. On the way and good. 31-25 TF South, and we've got a timeout. After the timeout, just a little over 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. TF South with a 31-25 lead. Torrin Parks takes it the length of the floor. Had a choice for a pull-up jumper or a pass there. And her pass was off the mark, and now the Meteors have the ball. Rebels back in that full court press. Immediately creates a steal. Deja Powell tried to get it to Parks. Was tipped away. Big scramble, and Hunter Smith comes out with the basketball. Now she pushes it up the floor. Kicks it to Graham. Pull-up jumper short. And the rebound goes to Parks. Parks for the Rebels. Fires the pass inside, and it was too hot for Janila Ellis to handle. She was open, but that was a tough pass to handle. Now stolen away, Deja Powell to Lindsay Hodges. Her layup is off the mark. She gets her own rebound. I should say Kyla Johnson did. And now Deja Powell's third attempt. She draws a foul. And it will send Deja Powell to the line. Again, the Rebels' offensive rebounding in this game is leading to several second chance opportunities. 31-25 Rebels. Deja Powell to shoot two. First one is long and off the mark. She's got one more coming. She doesn't waste any time. She gets it and goes. See if this second one is good. It's on the way and also long. And the rebound pulled down by Jessica Tate. She left the ball right there for Kyla Johnson, who tied her up. And the jump ball is awarded to the Meteors on the arrow. Rebels stay in the press. Meteors looking to break it, and they do. They get it to Graham, who looks length of the court to Bowman. Her shot is rejected. But now the Meteors steal it back. Janila Ellis was 1 against 3 for the Rebels. She turned it over, but stayed with it defensively. Was able to block the shot. And now the Meteors have the ball down 6. Ogunbowale drives baseline. Had it stripped away, and now the Rebels have a 2-on-1 the other way. Parks to Deja Powell. Her layup just long. Parks with the rebound, puts it up and good. Torrin Parks pulled the rebound away after Powell's miss. A little baby turnaround jumper was good, and she'll shoot one, looking to extend the Rebel lead to 9, and she does. 34-25. Jones for the Meteors gets it front court. And number 5, Ogunbowale, took it to the basket. She was fouled. And she will shoot 2. First one on the way. And long. Number 10, Ramaya Bowman, and number 15, Jessica Tate, are back for the Meteors. Ogunbowale now eyes it up. Second one on the way. Also long, and the rebound pulled down by the Rebels. Here's Ellis looking long for Parks. She stops, misses the layup. Got her own rebound, however. Ball loose on the floor, and we've got a jump ball. Possession to the Rebels. 1:07 left in the third. 34-25 Rebels. Rebels careless with the basketball, and it leads to a turnover. Meteor ball. Number 21, Jones, turns it over to Hodges, who takes it to the basket. She's fouled. And again, the Rebel press continuing to give the Meteors fits. That's 24, Kyla Johnson, pardon me, and she will be at the line shooting 2. First one's good. Second one on the way. Rimming, no. Pulled down by Miller. Miller gets it to Parks. Her jumper was off the mark, and now the Meteors start back the other way. Alyssa Roper's pass inside. Shot is short and pulled down by Elise Roper, who never saw Torrin Parks behind her. And the Rebels will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Parks has 1-1. First one's up and good. 36-25 Rebels. 15 points in the ballgame for Torrin Parks. She leads all scorers. Second one on the way, and it's short. Pulled down by Bowman for the Meteors. Bowman gets it to Roper, but she traveled before she passed it. We are under 30 seconds left, third quarter of play. The TF South Rebels have a 36-25 lead over the Meteors. Chance to build the lead here to as many as 14. Here's Parks. Looks near side. Now they swing it around instead to Ellis. Check that. Parks tries to get it inside. And that's Nyla Johnson. Nyla Johnson was fouled. She will shoot two. First one in and out, no good. And now the second one on the way, short, and pulled down by Roper for the Meteors. Loose ball fought for. Several bodies scrambling. It's Nyla Johnson. And before the jump ball is awarded, it's the end of the third quarter of play, and your score, Rebels 36, Meteors 25. Fourth quarter ready to begin here. Meteors have some work to do. They're down 11, and their inbounds pass is finally controlled by Ariana Jones. Jones is harassed, now comes near side. Gets it to Sydney Graham, whose little short jumper is good. Graham's bucket cuts it to a 9-point lead. And now Nyla Johnson at the line. Double bonus for the Rebels the rest of the way. The first one is good. 37-27. Second free throw for Nyla Johnson on the way and good. Back to an 11-point lead for the Rebels, and here come the Meteors. Jones into the front court. Perfect pass to number 5, Ogunbowale, but the rebound is put back in. And the Rebel lead is cut to 9. Torrin Parks brings it up to Deja Powell. Now Parks takes it to the basket. Layup is good. Thought she lost control on the way up, but she maintained it, got it to go in. 40-29 TF South. Great inside pass there to number 5, Ogunbowale. Great catch and body control as she put the layup in. And we're back to a 9-point lead for the Rebels. Now the Rebels look to kick it inside. That was Katira Wilson's pass, is stolen away. Here's Ogunbowale back for the Meteors. Takes it to the basket. Bad angle. No good, but knocked out by the Rebels. The Rebels get it. The Meteors, get it inside. Now Parks thought she had it, but it was knocked away. Into the corner, Ariana Jones. She puts up a 3-point field goal off the mark. Rebounded by Powell for the Rebels. Now Powell leads the break, 3-on-1. Gives it to Parks, who takes it in. No foul. Rebound to Hunter Smith. She gives it away to Torrin Parks. Parks takes it to the basket aggressively. The layup is no good. Rebound by Powell, or check that, Wilson. And again, the offensive rebounding of the Rebels leading to more second chances. But the pull-up by Lindsay Hodges, no good, and here come the Meteors. Sylvia Hunter-Smith gives it to Graham, who launches a three out of bounds. 5:42 left in the fourth quarter. The Rebels with a 9-point lead and the ball. Here's Ellis in the front court. Gives it to Hodges. Little pull-up jumper, no. Now it's back to Ellis, who drives to the basket. She is called for an offensive foul. Ellis wanted to pull up there, decided to drive instead, and she went right into a brick wall. And now the Meteors come back the other way. Chance to cut it to 6 here. Step back by Bowman was no good. But her aggressive hustle gets the ball back, and here's Ariana Jones putting it up, blocked and controlled by the Rebels. Now Parks gets it to Hodges. Hodges to Powell. She drives the baseline. Reverse layup, no. Pulled down by Ariana Jones. Jones starts back the other way into the front court, guarded by Torrin Parks. Kicks it far side to Bowman, inside to Jessica Tate. And as she went to the basket, check that, inside to Hunter Smith. And as she went to the basket, she's fouled and will shoot 2. First one on the way and no good. Second one coming. Chance to cut the Rebel lead to 8. On the way and banked it in. TF South 40, TF North 32. 4:40 to go in the fourth. Here's the pass into the front court to Parks, who just took the little pull-up jumper. Check that, that was Janila Ellis. Her jumper gives the Rebels a 10-point lead again, and now Ariana Jones is hassled, but the Meteors control. Hunter Smith, top of the key. Gets it inside to Tate. Her turnaround was no good, but it's off the Rebels and out of bounds. Here's Hunter Smith, way off the mark. Rebels having position on the rebound, but not able to hang on. Out of play. Here's an inbounds pass that's on the floor. And we've got a foul. Number 21 for the Meteors, Ariana Jones, steps to the line. First one is on the way and way off the mark. Knocked out of bounds to the Rebels. TF South looking to close out the ball game. They've got 3:56 to go and a 10-point lead. Man-to-man press by the Meteors. Inbound to Parks. And the Meteor defense, the pressure, leads to a turnover and a quick basket by Ogunbowale on the inbounds pass. 42-34 Rebels. A steal by the Meteors, and now we have a kick off the foot of the Rebels. Meteors down 8, and a chance to cut into that lead. Ramaya Bowman takes the pull-up jumper. It's off the mark. The rebound to Ariana Jones for the Meteors. She tried to get it to Hunter Smith, who was fouled, and that will lead Hunter Smith to the line to shoot 1-1. She makes both here, and it's a 6-point ball game. First one on the way, no good, and the rebound is pulled down by the Rebels. Nyla Johnson. Into the front court. Good inside pass to number 24, Nyla Johnson. Her shot was off the mark, but she was fouled, and she will shoot 2. First one is perfect. 43-34 Rebels. Second one on the way, and also good. So the Rebels are back to a 10-point lead with just over 3 minutes to play in the fourth. They continue to press. Number 25, Hunter Smith, gets it inside. That's Ogunbowale. Nyla Johnson went for the steal and missed it. Led to an easy basket for Ogunbowale. And now the TF North press almost led to a turnover. And now it does on the inbounds pass. Ogunbowale. And she is fouled. And now TF North, just as they did in the first half, making a run late in the half. What was a 10-point lead could be down to 6. First free throw, I should say, from Ogunbowale is good. Second one on the way. I would expect to see that full court press again. It's good, especially after a made free throw. Let's see what the Rebels can do against this press. They get it inbounds to Powell, who swings it back to Katira Wilson. Wilson into the front court. Pushes to Parks. Now swings it to Powell near side. She's going to drive the lane. Her layup hits the bottom of the rim, no good. And now the Meteors, the ball and a chance to cut it to 4. Hunter Smith to Ogunbowale, and the layup is good. And what was a 10-point Rebel lead is down to 4 with 2:20 to play. Rebels need to solve this press. Wilson is harassed. The ball is stolen away and controlled by Ogunbowale. Got it to Bowman in the front court. She swings it. Ogunbowale looks far side to Tate. Her jumper is just off the mark. The rebound pulled down by Ogunbowale. Now Ariana Jones drives to the basket and she's fouled. And both teams are now shooting 2 shots the rest of the way. So Jones, with 2 free throws, can cut it to 4. First one on the way is good. 1:56 left to play, and it's TF South 44, TF North 41. Jones, second free throw, up and just long. Pulled down by the Rebels. Quick rebound, and they look to beat the press. It's Wilson in the front court. Gets it to Parks, who takes it to the basket. Tried the out-of-control shot. Now it's a 2-on-1. Here come the Meteors. Ogunbowale to the basket, and she scores it. And what was at one point a 12-point Rebel lead has been whittled down to 1. 1:30 left to play. And now South brings the ball into the front court. It's Katira Wilson with the pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound Hodges. Her putback rimmed in and out. Big free throws here for Lindsay Hodges. Rebels up 1. First free throw off the mark. Hodges, deep breath. Second one on the way. It's also long, but the rebound is controlled by the Rebels. They pull it back out. It's Janila Ellis at the top. Kicks it to Torrin Parks. Parks now, guarded by Ogunbowale. She gets it to Johnson for the jumper, and it's good. Nyla Johnson with the pull-up jumper, and the Rebels lead by 3 with under a minute to play. And on the inbounds pass, the Rebels commit a foul, and Jessica Tate will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Meteors. First one's no good. 46-43, Rebels. Tate at the line. Second one, good. 46-44. Less than a minute to play. North still pressing. Nyla Johnson into the front court. Kicks it to Torrin Parks. She's immediately fouled by Ogunbowale. I'm sorry, Janila Ellis was, and Ellis will step to the line and shoot 2. First one, Remy, no. 46-44. Janila Ellis, second free throw on the way and good. With 46.8 seconds left in the fourth, the Rebels have a 3-point lead. The home run pass by the Meteors is stolen away by the Rebels. Janila Ellis at the top, guarded by three players, kicks it to Nyla Johnson. Now the Rebels pulling it back out, making the Meteors foul, and they do. Janila Ellis back to the line. 2 free throws coming. First one good. 48-44, TF South. One more on the way for Ellis. It's up and no good. Pulled down by Hunter Smith. Kicks it to Ogunbowale. The Meteors looking to score quickly. That's Ariana Jones doing that. Doing just that, I should say. And now we've got ourselves a 48-46 game with just under 25 seconds left to play. Meteors continue to press. Katara Wilson gets it into the front court. Nyla Johnson is surrounded and fouled. She'll step to the line to shoot 2. First one off the mark. And the Meteors, no matter what, will have a 1-possession shot here. Even if this second free throw is good, they'll only be down 3. Nyla Johnson eyes it up, on the way, good. 49-46. TF South into the front court. Ariana Jones, and she dribbles it off her own knee. Rebels create the turnover. Now they look to inbound. They get it in, but Johnson can't handle it. However, it stays with the Rebels. Katara Wilson gets it inbounds. Nyla Johnson into the front court, and she's fouled. 2 free throws here. She can pretty much ice it. First one on the way and good. That should about do it. 50-46 TF South with just under 6 seconds left to play. Johnson on the way again and good. And so the TF North Meteors made a run in both halves, cutting the Rebel lead down. But as the horn sounds, our final score, TF South 51, TF North 46. Great effort by both teams. A lot of pressure throughout the contest. Defensively led to a lot of turnovers. A late run by TF South right at the end of the first half was really big. This is Ken Reynolds, and you've been watching a presentation of LNN Channel 4 Sports.